Hello guys, my name is Fansi and welcome in this tutorial where I will show you how to make your Blender Octane renders look 10 times better, or maybe 5 times, or maybe 20 times. Depends how good you actually are, because we are talking about post-processing, and with Octane you can actually post-process your renders even before you render them, which is quite useful, I would say. Well, you can see on the screen some of the different results you can achieve with it. There is no need to wait around, let's get right to it. The scene where I will demonstrate you is one I did as one of my everydays. If you wanna see more of my everydays, check Instagram in the description. But that's not why we are here. To unleash this power of making beautiful images, you need to click on the camera and look right here where you have Octane settings. You can of course work with Octane camera and set up pretty good depth of field. Good depth of field already makes your picture looks way better. But that's not what we are here for. We are here for these two nice settings. So let's click on Octane Camera Imager, which, as you can see, just when I set it up, it added some post-processing, some effects, etc. And the advantage is also that these two settings doesn't add almost any render time. So what we can do here, we will look at the response time where you can set up and check out some presets. These are specific names of camera. If you know something about camera settings or DSLR or whatever you are using, this can be quite helpful. So let's say that I wanna go with something not so dark. Well, that's a little bit too light for a change. Let's go with Advantix 400 CD. You can of course choose whatever suits you. And play with white balance. If you have ever done any color grading in Photoshop or any software like that, this is basically it, but you can do it right on your render even before you actually render it. So let's say that I want to have it a little bit bluisher, and add exposure, but also increase game, actually decrease it. Well, let's go with something else. And you know what? Yeah, let's go something like that. We are going totally bluish, bullshitty color. Add a bit of vignette and saturation. For those of you who don't know what is vignette, what the hell are you doing here? But seriously, vignette is cuts. Vignette will add black color on the sides. It helps eye to focus on the center of image. It's not always a good idea to add it there, but it usually is. So this Octane Camera Imager is pretty good, but that's something you can usually do with post-processing or color grading later. So the interesting thing is actually this Octane post-processor. Let's enable it and look what it added. What a nice glow. In cutoff you can set how much it will shine, and with bloom power you can also set how much it will shine, but with cutoff you are controlling overall shininess, overall bloom, but with bloom power you control only specific parts that are actually projecting some bloom. Let's add some glare as well. So we have a nicely starry looking thing here. And rotate it a little bit. This may look interesting in animation. If you add here a keyframe and animate it to, for example, 15, you can look at, you can set it up so it's rotating. That may look good. Or you can blur it out and don't have any starry thing there. So play with those two settings. I'm pretty sure that it will help your render. Alright then, we are done. I hope that you learned something. If you did, feel free to write it in comment, like, subscribe, and all this shitty stuff that everybody is saying. And in the comments are Instagram, ArtStation, and Twitter. Feel free to contact me with anything. See ya.